Good day, children. Once again, I welcome you in your online civics class, and the topic is the central government, the executive. Children, if you all remember, in our last session, we had discussed about the legislature. Legislature means the highest law making authority of India, which is Parliament. Now we are going to discuss about the second important branch or organ of the Indian government, that is the executive. The Union Executive is responsible for the implementation of laws, carries out the laws made by the Parliament. It means parliaments make laws and it is all implemented by the executive. The primary function of the executive is to enforce laws and to maintain law and order in the country or state as per the Indian Constitution. So, the executive of government is the one who is responsible for the administration of the country. It consists of the president, the vice president, and the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. It means who is the executive and who all are the executives of our countries. The president, the prime minister, the vice president, and the council of ministers are the executives of our country. Children, now we are going to discuss about the most important member and the first citizen of our country, that is the president. The president of India holds the most distinguished office in the country. The President of India is a chief of state or country, chief executive, chief diplomat, and commander-in-chief. However, he or she is only a nominal head of the executive, not the real one. It means President of India cannot take any decision without the approval of Indian Parliament. Elections. The President is elected for the term of 5 years by an electoral college consisting the members of both the houses of Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the members of state legislature assemblies. It means Legislature Assembly Vidhan Sabha, Legislature Council of State Vidhan Parishad, who can cast their votes by secret ballot. So, President of India cannot be elected directly by us. He can be elected by the members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, State Legislature Assembly and State Legislature Council. Children, before we move ahead, I would like to give you one assignment. You all have to write down the names of all the presidents of India. Now we are going to discuss about the qualification for the election of the President of India. To become the President of India, a person must be an Indian over the age of 35 years. It means for the election of the President of India, the minimum age is 35 years. He or she should be qualified to be a member of the Lok Sabha. It means the membership of Lok Sabha is compulsory. He or she should not hold an office of profit. Office of profit means, in simple words, he or she cannot do any job or business, or they cannot be a member of any political party under the union or state government or any local body. Children, now we are going to discuss about the functions and powers of the President of India, and the first is executive power. The President of India is the supreme commander of the armed forces, although its exercise is governed by law. It means the President of India can give any command to the armed forces of India, but he has to take permission from the Indian Parliament. The President of India appoints the Prime Minister and other ministers, the Chief Justice and judges of the Supreme Court and High Court. He or she has the power to pardon an offender and reduce or annul, means invalid, a court sentence. Here again he has to take approval of Indian Parliament. The President of India has to be informed all the decisions of the Council of Ministers by the Prime Minister of India. Children, now we are going to discuss about the legislative powers of the President of India. About all these legislative powers, the President of India has to take approval of the Indian Parliament. The President of India has to give his or her assent before a bill can become a law. It means the signature of the Indian President is must for the enforcement of any law. He has the right to address either house, it means Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, or both houses of the Indian Parliament assembled together. It is called joint session. He can dissolve the Lok Sabha, but this can only be done on the advice of the Council of Ministers. He can issue ordinances during the recess of Parliament. It means if the session of the Parliament is not going on, in case of any emergency, he can enforce a law. But the approval of Parliament is must. It must, however, be presented in Parliament within 6 weeks of its reassembly. Children, now we are going to discuss about the emergency powers or functions of the President of India. The President of India can declare an emergency if a war or internal aggression threatens the security of the country, there is a breakdown of constitutional machinery in any state, so the President can dissolve state assembly and he can also dissolve Lok Sabha also. Financial instability threatens the country, then also he can declare emergency. However, to prevent the emergency powers from making the President all powerful, he or she is aided at all times by the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, Parliament, and the senior government officials. It means the Prime Minister of India, the Council of Ministers of India, Parliament, and senior government officials always help President of India to declare emergency. The President of India cannot declare emergency in the country without the approval of Indian Parliament. So children, this is all about the President of India, and in next session we are going to discuss about the Prime Minister of India. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.